everyone, it's now time for me to show you what ESPN is predicting where College GameDay is going to be for the 2017 college football season. And they have predicted the 12 locations for the upcoming football season. So let me read to what they're predicting to go. First up, we have Week 1 between Alabama and Florida State from the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And speaking of Atlanta, that's where I'll be this weekend. Now, I can tell you guys right now that Alabama and Florida State is definitely a really huge matchup to kick off the College GameDay season. But unfortunately, as far as Lee Corso's headgear pick is concerned, he's probably going to pick Florida State. And the reason why is because Florida State is Corso's alma mater. Alright, next. Oklahoma and Ohio State from Columbus. And just like, well, last year, Oklahoma and Ohio State actually played last year, even though they had about 1 hour, 1 or 2 hours of a rain delay. And they actually had to start the game around 9 o'clock at night, so we didn't have to get to see much of the game. But I think Ohio State will be favored in this game. Next. Texas and USC from the USC Coliseum in Los Angeles. And this is the first game. This is the first game of this series for Texas first-year head coach Tom Herman, who became the new head coach for Texas after Charles Davis was after Charlie Strong was fired after they lost to Kansas last year, and Tom Herman left Houston and become the new head coach in Austin. But I believe Texas will win this one. Next, Tallahassee. Hopefully it'll be in Tallahassee for an ACC matchup between Miami and Florida State. And just like before, Corso's picking Florida State. Why? Because it's his alma mater. Next. An FCS showdown between Missouri State and North Dakota State. Now, North Dakota State came awfully close from winning another national championship last year, but unfortunately we had a new FCS champion in college football. We had Georgia, Tennessee, Ole Miss, Alabama, and Clemson, Virginia Tech. They could be in play, but it all depends on where College GameDay is going to be going to for Week 5. Next, College GameDay may have an opportunity of coming back to Gainesville as LSU takes on Florida at the Swamp. Now remember last season's weather-driven fiasco that cost the Gators a home game between LSU? Well, it did not matter because they moved the game to Baton Rouge. Florida won the SEC East, and they earned another shot at an SEC championship against Alabama. But they actually did end up winning the Iron Bowl last year against Iowa in Jim McElwain's second year. So they may predict that the College GameDay may come back to Gainesville the next season. Next, Oklahoma and Texas. Now, the T's two have split the 5 meetings, and the 6 are always high in Dallas, as the Longhorns haven't been ranked in the matches since 2012. But there could be changes this fall. Next, Michigan and Penn State. And I can tell you, College GameDay has not been to University Park since 2007, but the one that we're dating definitely represents an ideal for this next location. Next, Week 9, Penn State and Ohio State. I think Ohio State's going to win this one because that's probably what Lee Corso is going to be picking. Next, LSU and Alabama in Tuscaloosa. I think Alabama may win this one. Now the Week 6 game between LSU and Florida, if College GameDay goes back there, I think Lee Corso is probably going to pick the Gators. So that's what I'm predicting. All right, moving on to Week 11, Florida State and Clemson. Just like before, of course, being Florida State, alma mater, you know. Week 12, Utah and Washington in Seattle. Now, Michigan and Wisconsin could have huge implications in the Big Ten, but the Pac-12 showdown that you're seeing here could be the league's only chance at getting Kirkwood Street and the rest of the game to go out west after the third week of the season. Now, Week 13, the Iron Bowl between Alabama and Auburn. And I think that I'm predicting that Auburn may win this Iron Bowl, but I am not sure just yet. But I'm predicting that probably Lee Corso will probably pick in Alabama. And do we have Week 14 up here? We do, actually. The Big Ten Championship game. And there, as you guys can see, in the middle of this picture is Ohio State's head coach and former Florida head coach Urban Meyer. Or should I say Urban Liar. Anyway, the Big Ten will be one of the nation's most competitive conferences this season and will likely produce a playoff participant from its champion. Move over the SEC. That weekend belongs to the Buckeyes or another team. And also Week 15, the Army-Navy game in Philadelphia. And there is a reason the game could get a weekend by itself, and College GameDay loves the pageantry, covering it each of the past 3 seasons. Why? Because the U.S. Army will be celebrating its birthday in 2017. So this is after the SEC Championship game in Atlanta at the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this prediction video for College GameDay for 2017. See y'all next time, and enjoy the Women's College World Series final tonight between Florida and Oklahoma. See ya!